He styles himself as the ultimate outsider, shaking up the Republican presidential nomination. An entrepreneur just like Donald Trump, taking on establishment politicians.
I think there's a lot of wheels spinning.
And Vivek Ramaswamy's isolationism has struck a chord with far-right conservatives who want the US to abandon the interventionist policies that most recently led to more than 20 years of war in Iraq and Afghanistan. He even suggested the US wind down the billions of dollars of military and financial support it provides Israel.
Friends help each other stand on their own 2 feet.
But if Hamas's attack on Israel has forced Ramaswamy to add nuance to that view, he's determined to carve out his own position.
I think it is unhelpful histrionics for politicians here to throw up their hands and say we want to support Israel achieve victory before defining what victory looks like.
And yet this qualified support contrasts with rival candidates such as Nikki Haley, whose unequivocal defense of Israel reflects traditional Republican doctrine.
You don't just have Israel's back when they get hit. We need to have Israel's back when they hit back too.
But the cost of that support is now tangled up in another conflict with global ramifications. This new groundswell of isolationism among some Republicans has been complicated by dwindling support for Ukraine among the most conservative Republican lawmakers. Indeed, the leadership crisis in the lower House of Representatives was triggered partly by a rebellion over proposals to send billions more dollars in aid to Ukraine. And the bipartisan suggestion to combine aid for Ukraine with aid for Israel only deepened hostilities. And looming over this is the Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump, whose presidency was defined by an isolationism he's leveraging again for a third run at the White House. But even Trump isn't immune from criticism.
You know, Hezbollah is very smart. They're all very smart.
Trump's description of Hezbollah after it fired rockets at Israel, combined with criticism of both Israel's security lapses and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, drew bipartisan condemnation. And with polls showing strong bipartisan support for Israel, these isolationist Republican presidential candidates must now consider how they navigate their foreign policies in the run-up to next year's election. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.